swept Washington. Just as the presidential election enters its final phase, there's a more pressing issue for millions of Americans: Hurricane Sandy. State authorities along the east coast of the United States are warning of serious flooding as the storm closes in. It could measure up to 1,000 miles across when it hits the coastal regions of New York, New Jersey and Virginia. Well, this is the scene live in Maryland, where you can see those strong seas, heavy seas, and still one or two people out there trying to brave the conditions. But overwhelmingly, people have heeded the warnings from the authorities to stay indoors, to head to higher ground, because so much of this region is now susceptible to flooding. But let me just say that this is not the worst of it. The worst has yet to arrive.
Strength. And here on the eastern seaboard, it's got people worried. As it prepares to make landfall, the hurricane is expected to collide with a wintry storm from the west and a cold front from the north.
Good morning, America. Breaking news on the Halloween superstorm.
America woke to hear that tens of millions of people could now be affected.
Homes already destroyed. Hundreds of thousands more in danger.
Hurricane Sandy is some 500 miles across, and it could linger over as many as 12 states for 24 hours or more. New York could be in the hurricane's path, and the authorities are taking no chances.
You must evacuate the zone by 7 p.m. today. Any person knowingly violating this order may be charged with a Class B misdemeanor.
Nearly 400,000 people have been told to leave their homes. Low-lying areas are especially vulnerable. The subway, bus and train services were all suspended last night. Flights too have been cancelled. The chaos is having an effect across the country. Red Cross workers have been deployed as people prepare for the worst.
72 that also did this bend back to the west and made landfall over New Jersey. This one's stronger than that one was, and it's much larger as well, so the impact should be more severe. New England and Mid-Atlantic state are no strangers from hurricanes. They have occurred there in the past, and unfortunately we're having one today. Kind of, wall of water. Nonetheless, because it's so heavily populated in the Mid-Atlantic and New York and New England area, that even if it does materialize as about an 11-foot storm surge, it's still going to be extremely destructive on the...
What could be the worst storm of the century? So people seem to be coming to check it out. But officials again saying that things are going to steadily get worse. And they're concerned. This area where I'm standing is in a flood zone. So it could very well, by tonight when high tide comes, it could be underwater.
We can certainly see those conditions picking up, Kristen, as the water builds up there on your lens. So we'll leave you for now. Thanks very much, Kristen Salumi, live for us in New York. Well, the centre of the hurricane is expected to pass right over the state of Delaware. That's where Al Jazeera's John Terrett is right now. John, what's the latest there?
I tell you, Hazard, they're taking it seriously here, and they have been for at least the last 12 or 18 hours. And here is why. Follow me back here. You can see this fence was standing a couple of hours ago, pretty new too, but it's been blown away in the night by the tidal surge comes in here. Now this is pretty much low tide. We're getting off at low tide, but look how the sea is coming up, and if you stay with me long enough, you'll see it'll cascade through here. And that's part of the problem with the hurricane. As it moves up the coast, it's pushing the sea up, up, up. That's the risk in New York City, where they have all those low-lying areas where Kristen is. Now here's another major problem with the hurricane. It's soil erosion on the coast, and follow me down here. This is the boardwalk. You've all heard the song Under the Boardwalk by the Drifters. This is the boardwalk, and I'm under it right now. But I'm under it for all the wrong reasons, as you can see. And the other problem in Delaware, where I am, and New Jersey, where we, by the way, now think this storm might actually come ashore, is flooding, because this is such a rainmaker, this storm, that the drains won't be able to cope, and then there'll be the high winds bringing trees down. So, it's funny to see me get into the hole there, but this is a very, very dangerous storm indeed. Very dangerous.